caller from area code 281. You're on live with the business. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Prince out of Richmond, Texas.
Prince out of Richmond. What's on your mind, brother?
Well, I want to say that this young lady comes across, she's real refreshing. She comes across as truthful, considerate, and the fact that, you know, her name is Sydney, like, that's my daughter's name, so she can't be too bad. But I want to ask a question because it was kind of a sticking point for me. A few questions. One, are you still willing to have more children out of wedlock? If not, what has changed?
No, I'm not willing to have any more children out of wedlock because of the experiences I've had with my first child. Now, I don't want to continue to bring children into broken homes or anything. If I could prevent it, that's what I'm going to do. 100%. I don't want no more kids until I'm married.
Okay, let me ask you another question about that. What role would you expect a man to play in your child's life? Some men want to get in the role of helping raise children. Some men just want to be there for you. Hey, here's the money to take care of the child. Make sure your child's straight. What role would you want a man to play? Full time like dad when he's over there with you and your child?
Mm-hmm. The role that I want my man to play is just be supportive in any way that you know that you can. I'm not looking for anyone to step in and be her father. I'm not looking for nothing of that sort. Just support me any way you can. Be there for us in any way that you can. I would never, ask another man to raise my child. I'm not expecting that ever because she has a dad who does everything for her already.
Okay, but here's the issue, though. Let's just say, like with the man that you're with now, if he's going to, I'm assuming that if you stay with him long enough, you are going to be expecting him to take financial responsibility for your child. Okay, in other words, he buys that Mercedes GLS. Can we just let the GLE go? Because that's not really where you going. That's not, stop the cap. That's not really where you going. You're trying to get the GLS. He's got you sitting in the GLS. Okay. Would you be okay with him saying, okay, the GLS is for you, not little Larry Jr.? Would you be okay with that? Because
absolutely not.
Okay, so if you're going to give him responsibility, then are you not also going to give him authority? Because if you're not going to limit his responsibility, then how can you turn around and then say, but I'm going to limit your authority?
Yeah, I guess that's tricky when it gets to that point.
That's the other issue with dealing with single parents because I've yet to, Prince is older than I am, by the way. And we have never encountered a single mother in our lives who was reliable and completely truthful when they told men about, okay, here's the level of authority you're going to have. Everything is what they say, the sales pitch coming in the door with these guys is one thing, and Prince should know. Once you get in the door, then all of a sudden the rule changes. And then it's, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But she sure expects to have 100% access to your resources, your reliability, your social status. So he's giving 100%. And then with you and the child you come with, he's being told what he cannot do. Under a roof he's paying for, in a car that he's paying for, with you wearing clothes that he's paid for, and probably the kid wearing clothes that he paid for, and he's being told what he cannot do?
Okay, so now you're talking about once the relationship has advanced and y'all, we're living together and everything. That type of situation, right?
Okay, let's try this a different way. If he's taking you to Maui, are you going to tell me that, great, thanks for taking me to Maui. Now let me tell you the limitations that you have. Let me find out, is that what you expect?
Yeah.
So you're expecting a guy to finance you going to Maui, Tahiti. She's shopping at Neiman Marcus. and she's going to tell him what his limitations are.
Because what do you mean limitations? Like the guy, you're saying authority as in like disciplining my child and taking a part in raising my child?
If that's what you're looking for from him, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
No, I'm not looking for none of that from the guy. I'm not expecting the guy to do anything pertaining to my child besides, if I'm living a certain type of way, my child is living a certain type of way. Like, he's not going to take me without my child, of course.
Right. But are you going to take him without the authority, him and his resources without the authority?
Now, what do you mean authority? Give me an example.
I'll try again here. If he's taking you to Maui and Tahiti and you
But you're saying authority as, what do you mean? Authority?
If this man is paying...
he can tell my child what my child can and cannot do?
Yeah.
If you are you're sitting there with his Neiman Marcus card and sitting in a GLS and you just got back from Tahiti, tell me what it is you're going to tell him he cannot do.
He cannot put his hands on my child. That's what I will say.
When's the last time you've been to Maui?
I haven't been to Maui.
Tahiti?
No, I haven't been.
When's the last time you took a vacation outside the country?
I went to Tulum in March, and I went to Dubai for my birthday in November.
Who paid for the trip to Dubai?
My friend.
Male or female?
It was a male I was talking to at the moment.
But you're not talking to him now?
No.
Was he a boyfriend?
No, he wasn't my boyfriend.
He just took you to Dubai?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to be my boyfriend. He flew me out for my birthday.
Did he live in Dubai or did he live in Dubai?
He lives here. We already had, we had dated before and then we stopped and then we had rekindled again and then we was just talking about his birthday had passed and my birthday was coming up and he said, well, since I never got to take you on the trip when we were talking, he's like, let me take you somewhere for your birthday.
Okay, let me find out here. How many times in person did you meet this man?
A good amount of times. We went on dates and stuff. Like, we used to talk. I used to go to his job and everything.
So you've met him in person?
Yes, I know this man. I know him.
You went on dates with him?
Yes.
Okay. Did you two spend any intimate time together?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So in the court, so this was a boyfriend then?
No. We didn't have that title.
Okay. So this was just a partner.
Just someone I was talking to, dating at the moment.
And along the line, he decided that getting you flew out to Dubai was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
How long did you stay there?
For a week.
What's the age gap between you and this gentleman?
He was 40. Well, he is 40, 41, around that.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, 15, 16-year age gap then.
Mm-hmm.
But last question, how long were you two together or seeing each other?
It wasn't very long. Like I said, we spoke for a couple weeks briefly, and then we stopped. I had just decided to stop talking to him. I wanted to date other people. He was for like commitment right then and there, and I couldn't do that. So then we just rekindled, and we was just like, we're just having fun, nothing serious, and that's just how that was. It was never anything serious. We were just having fun.
How long ago was that?
That was back in December.
So you are
like our trip and everything. We never fully, started dating.
So you are willing to entertain a relationship that doesn't require marriage, as long as there's a requisite amount of benefits for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I say, I've got a lot of fellas here who make more than six figures listening to you and everything. So, guys, keep your eyes and ears open. Prince, did you have another question?
Yes. Okay. Let me ask this question. What role? At what point? Let me ask you this here. At what point would you think your expectations change if you don't get married by a certain age? Do you think that's 29, 35? What role do you think?
30. I'll say 35.
Okay, so let me find out here. Just like
you want me to tell you will my expectations change?
What we're saying is that how much longer do you think you have to play the field and still get the same level of quality male that you're talking to now? How much longer do you think you have to extend that?
I'll say I have until, I say 35. Let me not say 35 because I think 35 is kind of up there. 32.
Did you hear Jason say it's time for you to cash out the casino?
Yes.
Listen to when a man is talking to you, a man like Jason, a man with the wisdom that he has, and I'm talking to you too. It's time for you to cash out. We don't want you to get jaded. You don't have all these tattoos on you. You don't have all these resentment toward men yet. But the longer you play with your youth, the more resentful you will become. So you're going to have to, at some point, submit to a man. And that's why you keep asking what the definition of submitting. That's why you have concerns about a man having children, because you know that's going to be a priority. You may want to be the total priority. But if a man's mission and his goal, his success is his priority, and you are a beneficiary of that, you need to understand your role. Have you seen what other women waiting to 35? What have been their options, the ones that are very beautiful like yourself? Have they had more options or less options? Less. And that's my last question, Jason.
Yes, they've had less options. I know where you're coming from. So yes, I see it, and within my family and everything, the options get less and less the older that they're getting. So yeah.
That can be a treacherous place to be there. I think your expectations are balanced. Now, I will say that. I think your expectations are balanced. I think your expectations as far as what you're willing to do are realistic. As far as the options available, now that would be the only thing I probably still have some reservations about, is that part of it. But I don't think you're talking completely crazy. I don't think that's the case. So I wouldn't say that. Caller from area code 443.